We're back
We're back, boys.
at the esteemed Lodge Poker Room in Austin, Texas.
Another day to shot take. We're on the live stream, 1-3. And do you guys know who this person is?
We have a
What's
very
up?
special person today with us. Say what's
Poker
up.
beast himself.
Well, I'm glad to be here.
Hell yeah.
Let's try to clean up, show this town what we're about, and maybe take some stacks off of each other.
We'll show him how the vloggers do it here in Austin, Texas. He came all the way from San Diego
My hometown.
to play in this live stream, so cards will be flying. Action's gonna be great. We're excited. 1-3, man. Let's do it.
Okay.
It's a pleasure to meet these guys. We're gonna have a lot of fun. Don't forget to check out their channel. Don't forget to check out my channel. We're putting it all out there today. $1,000
yeah.
deep stack buy-in. So,
Hey,
you guys nervous?
We're not allowed to say we
I'm not nervous
Yeah,
whatsoever.
Hell no.
Not at all.
Hell no.
Not at all.
No nerves. My hands aren't sweating right now. For sure not.
No, we're good.
Hey, make sure to check out the Poker Beast. Subscribe if you're enjoying the content. Let's do it. Very happy to bring you guys a live stream session where we get to see everyone's cards so we know exactly what was a good play and what was a bad one. Here, the action is super loose all around me. The guy on my right had a 60% VPIP. It's Justice, who I had a great time playing with and talking to the whole night. And then the two guys to my left also played a ton of hands. As you see, as I pick up pocket aces in middle position, awesome way to start as I buy in for the most I ever have, tied. For the other two times I've been on live stream, and following a limp from It's Justice, I make it $25. And immediately to my left in the hijack, Sebastian calls with King 4 suited, and Johnny 3-bets me. Of course, this is going to be an action game to $90. It actually folds back to me, and I want to just get my money in when I'm ahead, and I know I'm ahead. I'm pretty sure if I call, I'm going to be out of position to two aggressive players, and with $900 left on a scary board like 4, 5, 6, like 8, 9, 10, I don't want to have to fold my aces on those type of boards, so I decided to go for a 4-bet, hoping Johnny will call me light, trying to take down the vlogger, that sort of thing, and I make it 270, so I 3x sizing. Sebastian gets out of the way with his holding, and I'm also just hoping Johnny has a good hand, pocket jacks, queens, kings, that he can just 4-bet me, get it all in, and immediately double up, but that's not what happens. Johnny is disciplined and folds his pocket nines, and we start the session off with a win, which is always a great thing.
All right, boys, first hand for me, we got King Queen offsuit under the gun +2. I open it up to $15. Poker Beast himself calls in the small blind with King Queen of diamonds. Cannot say enough good things about Kato. He's the man. Show him some love. Subscribe to him if you haven't. And Justice calls as well in the big blind with 6, 7 of hearts. 3 ways to a flop of 4 ace jack rainbow. Nothing for me but a gut shot. Checks to me in position. I'm going to try to take advantage of that. I use a C-bet here of $25 to try to take it down. Poker Beast makes the call, not what I wanted to see, and Justice, the looser player, folds. Poker Beast, first time playing stakes, these crazy, first time in Texas. I'm anticipating that he will have a strong hand here a lot of the time. In this case, he actually doesn't. When the turn is the offsuit 7, he checks. I decide to just give it up and check back. The river is the 9 of diamonds, still nothing for me. He checks again. I actually debate a little bit on taking a stab for a bluff here. He's not showing much strength or interest in the hand, but Poker Beast is a smart guy, and I'm thinking he might be able to see through my line and make the call. So for that reason, I check it down. We split, and no blood shed on the first hand of the night for me.
For my second hand of the night, it's still early on in the session. We see a raise from Andrew in early position to $12, and he was a pretty tight player, so I'm assuming he's gonna have a pretty narrow range. As I look down at pocket aces on the button, I definitely want a 3-bet. I make it $45 to go. It folds back to Andrew, and he makes a call. So good news so far. We're going off to a flop, which is 4, 7, 7, 2 clubs. Unfortunately, I don't have a club myself. As you see, Andrew's holding 1, and when I down bet here to $35, I'm trying to get value from any 2 overs or maybe a pocket pair. He could have pocket 10s, pocket jacks in the situation. So I'm feeling very confident to keep betting a flop, turn, and river. And we do see a call from Andrew. So going off to a turn card, which is the 9 of clubs. the obvious flush draw gets there, but when he checks to me, I'm not going to slow down here. I make a bet to $90. He could have a pocket pair with a club to continue here. Plenty of hands that I think can call me. But that's not what happens. Andrew actually applies pressure and raises to $215. He's got ace jack with one club. Obviously, I don't know this. In my head, I'm thinking he could have queens with that one club and just try to get some more value from maybe ace king of mine with a club. That type of situation. I also do not want to raise here because he could just try to bluff me off when I know that he could be calling the flop light. That's going through my head here, so I decide to go for the line of calling and then calling any size river bet, just putting my money, deciding basically on the turn that I was going to go with this hand. So that was the plan. I make the call to $215, going off to a river in a huge pot.
No matter what.
Oh,
Now
there
it
it
is.
is. Oh my God. He was 5% on the flop, Mikey. 5%. Oh, Frankie.
Rick's explanation was my feelings. He snap jams all in, and obviously this card is horrible for us. We can't call anymore. I mean, there's 4 cards to a flush. So I make a fold, and in the moment, I thought that he could have been bluffing me, but we see that he got there on his turn bluff. Good hand, Andrew. Good hand. Unfortunately, aces are cracked.
Next hand for me, we got pocket jacks in the cutoff. Frankie opens it up under the gun +2 with ace 10 off to $15. That's not enough, Frankie. I make it $45. Next gen versus next gen. You guys want to see it. You're about to. Just kidding. Everyone folds, including Frankie. Okay, on to the next one. We got jiggities once again, this time under the gun. I open it up to $15. +1 makes the call with king jack of diamonds. Okay. Justice calls in the cutoff with ace 6 offsuit. Not a great hand, but typical for Justice. And we're going 3 ways to a flop of 8 queen 4 rainbow. Don't like to see that overcard multi-way. I decide to check, and it checks around, so I'm feeling pretty good. I figure Justice would have stabbed with any piece of that board. So when the turn is the 7 and it's the second club, I'm actually going to bet for value here, bet to deny equity. I make it 30, and both players fold. We take down another pot.
It's been about 2 hours since we played our big pot with pocket aces. We are back again, and if you want to see some of the smaller medium-sized pots, make sure to go check out the Lodge's YouTube page and watch the full stream there. You can see Poker Beast, me, and Rosie could play as many hands that you won't be able to see when we're on crunch time like right now. So the next big hand I got was pocket queens in the big blind. There's a $25 straddle by John in the under the gun position. It's Justice calls. I make it $75 to play. John makes the call with king 10, and It's Justice has ace jack here, so a pretty strong hand. He makes the call as well, going off to a flop, which is Jack 4-9, 3 clubs. We have a monotone board. We do not have a queen, which is just kind of a tough situation. And It's Justice makes it very hard for us when he just bets out for $175. So that's what I would do. I would bet around there, but now should I go for a raise here or wait till the turn and kind of hope for a dud card then? And that's what I decide to do. I decide to wait to the turn to make a raise and try to set the trap for It's Justice. John gets out of the way. We're going off to a turn card, which it's the ace of diamonds. Ugh. He gets there, he has top 2 pair, and he bets $300 now. Our plan is not going great. It looks like we're gonna have to fold unless we want to just take the hand all in for another $600, which I definitely don't want to do with kind of the second pair on this board. So I make the fold here, and it's kind of rough to see your premiums get taken down, but that's poker. We made the right call in the flop and the right fold on the turn. Off to the next.
Not really looking forward to commentating this one, but we have queen 8 of clubs in the cutoff. Poker Beast opens under the gun to $15 with 3-2 of clubs, pretty loose. Justice calls with absolute garbage. Skull Mike makes the call with 6s. Johnny Durr calls with a garbage 6-5 offsuit. And I call with Queen 8 suited in the cutoff, so actually not a bad hand relative to these guys, but normally I'd probably let this go. I am just itching to get into hands. If you watch the stream, you know I didn't play really anything. This was in the last half hour of the stream, looking to get involved, in position, multi-way. Let's see if we can spin it up. So, 5 ways to a flop, which comes 8-6 deuce with 2 diamonds. We flop top pair. Checks to Skull Mike, who bets $45 with his set, as he should. Durr calls with the garbage 6-5, which doesn't really make sense, and it gets to me. Obviously, guys, you can see Skull Mike has the pocket sixes. I can't. What I do know is Skull Mike's played every single hand. I know he's trying to get involved. He's been in the commentary booth studying us for the past 3 hours. He could have a wide variety of holdings, so I'm going to go for the rare flop squeeze play here. I'm not a super big fan of it looking back, because I need to be really sure on what I want to accomplish here, and I do want them to fold, even though I do have top pair. So am I bluffing? Am I value betting? I need to be more clear with myself on what I want to do. But basically, in my mind, I'm thinking Skull Mike could have anything. The guy who called the 45 can't have much. So I'm going to use my super tight reputation and the fact that I haven't done much this whole game to put in the play right here and raise on the flop. Little do I know, I have a 3% chance to win the hand. But that was my logic. I raise it up to 160. The graphics were actually wrong. Gets to Justice, who makes the call in early position. He somehow has a double gutter. Definitely was not a part of my analysis when I made this raise here. Skull Mike then re-raises to $425. The plan is just going so according to how I pictured it. The Johnny Durr folds, which is the one part of the plan that actually did happen, and I have to fold. So that's that. We make the right fold there, but could have definitely saved some money by folding pre-flop or just folding flop. Sorry about that one, guys. This hand we got King 10 of diamonds under the gun +3. Skull Mike opens it up to $30 with 8-6 of clubs. No boys and girls, there was no straddle. He's just feeling the 10x open. I make the call, and Justice in the big blind calls with garbage per usual. We're going 3 ways to a flop. How about the nuts? Ace 9-3 of diamonds. Let's make some money here. Little do I know, there's not much money to be had giving these players holdings. Skull Mike makes the comment that he knew I had the flush and still c-bets $35. Bold strategy if you knew I had the flush. Skull Mike, I decided to just smooth call with the nuts. The board's locked up and I want to let the aggressive players put money in the middle. Justice gets out of the way, heads up to a turn, which is the 2 of diamonds. Not a great card. We still have basically the nuts, but it's very apparent that the flush is out there. Skull Mike, still knowing that I have a flush according to his words, bets $115. Again, bold strategy, Skull Mike. I respect it. And now I go for the fake tank, the Hollywood. Yes, Skull Mike. He makes fun at me for taking a while here, just trying to play weak and pretend that I do not like this 4th diamond, which for a lot of my holdings that I'll call the flop with, I won't like this 4th diamond. I even rotate my cards to get into folding formation before putting out the chips, looking at Skull Mike. Little back and forth goes on.
He goes, "Why do you say that?" And I'm like, I know you have it. I know you have. At this point, I'm done.
I decide just to make the call here. Hopefully he has something. Maybe he has a flush, and maybe he'll stab river. He has garbage. The river is the 8 of diamonds. Actually an interesting card. 5 cards flush on the board. Skull Mike has a flush. He checks, and I think one of 2 options here. Either want to go big and look bluffy, or go small and try to get a crying call. I'm down. I want to make a big pot for the stream. I go for the over pot size a little bit to bet of $400 into a $390 pot. He makes the quick fold, sniffs it out right away. Maybe we could have got him to call if we bet less, but we finally win a decent sized pot to end the night.
For my final hand of the night, and what turned out to be the final hand of the entire stream, we are on the button with Pocket Kings. We see a cutoff limp. I make it $20 to play, and the small blind, who is Skull Mike, who is the announcer, who plays big. He is not scared of these stakes at all. We saw him jam it all in versus Poker Beast with Ace Jack offsuit for $1,000. So I know he's aggressive. I've seen him be bluffing me. I've seen him bluff other players. Knowing that, we see another call from Justice in the cutoff. So we're going off to the flop 3 ways, which comes Jack 7-3 2 clubs. It checks to me and I make it $25, and now Skull Mike re-raises me to $80. And guys, like, this is just a tough part about playing on stream. This does not happen at standard 1-2, 1-3 tables. This type of crazy action. Just top pair medium kicker re-raised me in this board, but you know, I'm not going to be going anywhere with an overpair, and I think he could be bluffing here with just a single, you know, draw like 8-9 or just a club draw. So again, I don't want to re-raise the flop. I want to set the trap. I want to let him continue bluffing if he is. I just make the call. So going off to a turn card, which really sucks. The 10 of diamonds. Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm still emotional about it. He hits 2 pair, and now he is way ahead, 90% chance to win the hand, and he makes a lot of pressure on me. He puts pressure like always. He bets $155, so almost 2/3 of the pot. So knowing he's going to apply pressure, I'm not going anywhere. I told myself I'm going to call him all the way down. That's what I said in my head when I called the flop. So I do make a call, hoping for a non-club river. We see a king of clubs, guys. We get there. We finally get there, and we don't get sucked out on. And by the way, the stacks are wrong here. I've got about $504 in my stack. We started the hand a little less than what the graphics show, so I'm ready to call an all-in. I'm hoping he's going to bluff and try to represent the club draw, but Skull Mike, he decides to check here, and now to me, this board is so dynamic. Queen 9, excuse me, gets there. A lot of cards that, it's a very scary river. But with my stack being $500 and the pot being $500, the sizing that makes the most sense is a polarizing bet, trying to get calls from pocket 7s, pocket 10s, maybe just single pair holdings. Don't believe me, that's where we go for the polarized sizing. I go all in, and Skull Mike makes a fold on the last hand of the night. He was in the commentator's booth, decides to let this one go, and we don't quite make it even, but a very nice hand to win at the end there and kind of save us some money, bring some money back, and end the night on a positive note. Thank you guys for watching this whole video. Hope you enjoyed.
What's up, boys? Jello looks a little different here.
Yeah, I replaced Jello. It's now NextGenPoker Beast.
He's joined the squad. We got 4 people.
Jello, we can never replace you.
Obviously not. So
We need a cameraman.
one of you guys will join us in Vegas for a cameraman. So I'll start us off. Not the best performance from us 3. 0 for 3. In for 1,500, out for 1,050. So we lost 450. A couple rough hands, but very fun time here.
I was into the game for 1,400, out for 1035. Nothing really going my way. Wasn't able to do much. Got a little squirrely with my Queen 8 hand. Got a little out of line. Didn't work out. But it was always a fun experience to be at the lodge, so I'm happy.
And I'm the big winner of the losers. I think I'm in for 15, out for 750 or something. But it was an absolute ton of fun. We played some exciting poker. I can't wait to watch it, and it was a pleasure meeting these 2 gentlemen.
I'm actually pissed how nice Kato is, because I wanted more of a rivalry, but now we're just friends.
Now we're conjoining, and he's coming to Las Vegas, Nevada. If you guys like this video,
Pending. We'll see.
You have to like and subscribe, and he'll join us in Vegas.
All right, boys.
Catch you next one. Make sure to subscribe to Poker Beast if you haven't already, obviously.
Very true. Peace.
Take it easy.